Hang on a second, guys. Hi guys, Smokey here. How are you all? After all that fighting with my YouTube, it's finally going. That's the first time in probably 6, maybe 7 months I've had that issue. It just kept on kicking me out even after I rebooted my system. So, yeah. Now, as I said in episode 20 of season 1, I'm actually going to be getting Becky and Rob prepared for, believe it or not, retirement. The reason why I said that, come on baby, the reason why I said that is because I came on to Sims 4 very early during the day, and I was looking at the situation with Becky and Rob, as well as Jasper, Smokey, Bandit, and also Snow. Now, Snow and Bandit, as you all know, are both adults. Rob and Becky are both adults. Jasper's an adult, and believe it or not, Smokey is an elderly. So, that being said, it's now at the point where Smoke could go at any time. Smokey could go at any time. So what we've now got to do is prepare for the worst in the way of Smokey. Smokey is the elder one of the cats. And Jasper is the only dog they've had the whole time. The whole entire time, well, not the whole entire time, but basically most of the time that I've been, since I think episode 15, series 1. Since episode 15, series 1, I've had Bandit. I've had Smokey. Since episode 17, I think. Since episode 17, I think it was, we've had Bandit and Snow. We've also had Jasper roughly the same amount of time. So basically, Rob and Becky are both 4 days off becoming elderly. Now, I'm sorry to say this, but this time round, I'm not going to use the potion unless I get asked to by my partner, because they've got a cat that's elderly, 2 cats that are adult, plus a dog who was a puppy and is now adult. You've got Becky and Rob, who are both adult. They both age into elderly in 4 days. After that, there is no telling on, because it will disappear, the little line. I'll show you the line I'm talking about. The little line will disappear about their age So you go to Simology, you click that, and if you have a look, it's got all this information here on Becky. Now, if you have a look there, it says days till age up 4. Right, that means to say she's got 3 sleeps, aka, and I say 3 sleeps like that because of any children who do watch my YouTube channel. She's got 4 sleeps until she hits elderly, aka she's in her 60s or 50, 60, 50, mid 50s to late 50s to early 60s. And then she won't be able to get any more work because she'll be too old to work, so she'll have to retire. And it's the same situation with Rob. Rob's the same way. He is not long off being in that area there where he can't do any more work or anything like that. So it's at the point now with these two, do I go all out now that they're 4 days away from going into elderly? Now, that little area there where it says Becky Snell and it's got that green line, which is growing as she gets older, that green line tells you, as I've said, that tells you how long till she hits a certain age. Now, that will hit there in 4 days and then it will go to elderly. Then, after elderly, all that will disappear. The line where that green line, that'll go. And it'll do something else. I think it will go back to black or whatever. I can't remember. It's been a while since I did it. And when I say that, I mean like since I had a character, it's actually made it to elderly. And with that being done and that being said to you guys, I have no idea on what's going to happen. I don't know whether it's going to disappear or whether it's going to stay there. I have no idea because the situation at that time with it, if you go ahead and check all this stuff with what they've got, you will see them age. Becky, the poor girl, she'll stay beautiful, I hope. Actually, no, I know. She'll stay beautiful, trust me. The only thing that will happen is she'll bend over like, she's old, like you see with elderly people. And not only that, her hair will go grey. Whereas Rob, same thing. His goatee will go grey, his hair will go grey, and that'll be it. Whereas with Smokey, she's already elderly, so she hasn't got time or much time left. I'll point out to you what I mean. I hope to God that I can do it with an animal. Right. There's Smokey there. Now, if you have a look at their Simology, right, I'm talking, that's Becky Snell there still. That's my baby. How did I do it once before? No, I don't want to cancel that. I want her to keep going. Keep going, baby. Let's have a look at something. Keep going. Oh, you... They're up to mischief. And I don't mean Becky and Rob. I'm talking to pets. Jasper is looking at the fridge trying to figure out what the hell's going on. And speaking of Rob, there he is, and there's Becky. As beautiful as ever. Now, what I'm trying to do for you guys right now is I'm trying to find out... No, she's too old for that now. Relationships, come on. Right, here we go here. See how it says there, that's Bandit. Bandit's an adult. We've got Jasper here, who's an adult, 15 days until he ages up to elderly. 20 days for Bandit. We've got, here we have Smokey, who's an elderly. Now, if you have a look at Smokey, and you have a look at either Jasper or Bandit or even Snow, right? If you check their relationships, adult, male, you know, so basically 20 days, so, you know, what the hell, I'm supposed to eating shit kittens. Damn, he would have had a good time with both of them. Damn. And there's our loyal companion, Jasper. He's got 15 days, I think. He's playful, friendly, loyal, which is what a puppy should be. "15 days until he ages up." So what's going to happen is I can see... So what? Oh my god. Lieutenant Bone me, please, I think. Yeah, Lieutenant Bone me, please. Nah, yeah, but who'd be... Becky, would you... Yeah, we're there. Oh my god. Something break it down. Babe, where are you going? No. Let's see if he gets lucky with her. Don't think so. Cat, calm down. Oh yes, he's gonna get lucky. You will get lucky. And all he's doing is drinking a goddamn coffee. Dude, put your coffee down, come up and get your bit. God, dude, put your coffee down, come up and get your hand wet. Oh, for God's sake. Don't, girl, don't, because your boy wants to bone you. Oh, come on, Rob, pull your head out of your ass, for Christ's sake. Oh, my Godfather. Get your ass here and speak to my beautiful busty wife. Ask her if you can fuck her. Hopefully he... Babe, shush. Here we go. they're still going at it. Now, this season 2 could be the last season of this because it's now, I mean, when I say the last season, I'm not necessarily talking the last season of Sims, so I will be doing more. What I'm talking about is it could be the last season of these two, in the way of these two this time round. I will be using these two again for another series, or another couple of seasons. Probably, what the fuck? God damn, go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get Becky, providing she's got enough energy, to write a book. Now what I also will do is I will get her in about 10 minutes, literal time. I can't wait. I will end up getting her not only to write a book, but I'm also thinking of when I do them next time. Alright, which will be a different name for the season altogether. Okay, so it will be season 1 again. You will know the season, trust me. What I'm hoping to do, I've decided on... I couldn't really do much for them this time around in the way of writing. Jasper is asleep. I really couldn't do much in the way of writing stuff down for the episode because I checked it, or actually for the series, because I checked it and I realised that they weren't far off being elderly. So I'm going to basically wing it with this one. However, with the next season, which I will do with them, which will more than likely be season 3. The reason why it's going to be season 3 is because it's going to be the same characters, but there's going to be a slight difference. Before I actually start the 3rd season, what I'm going to do is, I think Rob is a police officer. I'm not sure. He was at one stage in this, but I can't remember when I've saved him across to another file just in case I want to use them again. So before I start the next season, if he is a police officer, I am going to pull him out of the police force, and then from there I'm going to try and get certain things done for the both of them so they can actually get down to the point where they're both well known, not just Becky. Because what I want to do with the both of them is I want to try and get Becky and Rob both well known at the same time. This time it wasn't really... I was going to try and do it, but it didn't really work out the way I wanted it to happen. So I just decided to have Becky become well known and famous, and that's what happened. There is, however, a little mod you can do for Sims 4, which I found out about a few days ago. The little mod, and believe it or not, it also works on console. The only problem is I'm trying to get it to work before I start season 3, but it's not actually working at this point. I don't know exactly how to get it going completely. So what I'm trying to do is, over the time that I'm not on, I'm using a different family, which is a young family. They're like in their 20s, whereas these two would probably be in their 40s now. And so what I'm trying to do is, with the other family, which is in their 20s, I'm trying to get them to use the current, or the cheat that I found for console and also computer. It works on computer, but I'm trying to get it going on console. The reason I'm trying to get it going on console is because when I restart Becky and Rob, I want Becky to become famous, but I want her to be a famous model. It's either going to be a famous model that she's going to become, or she's going to become an influencer in the way of clothing and the like, which basically is the same as a model, if you know what I mean, guys, but it's not quite being a model. Basically, she'll be doing work at shops, like she'll be doing whoever's here in Australia or whoever's anywhere around the world, if you subscribe to my channel. If you have in your country, like for example, the United States have got Target. Over here we've got Target and Kmart. Kmart is a clothing company, same with Target. And we also have one over here called Best and Less. Now, those three shops all sell the same thing. They're all clothing, and well, Best and Less are mainly clothing. Target and Kmart, they sell a range, not just of clothing, but also computer games and electricals and furniture and stuff like that, and DVDs and whatever. And they sell basically everything. The only thing they don't sell is food. Thank God. But I think Target in the US, I think they do basically the same thing. I think they sell a bit of everything the way they do over here. But there's a Section 2 Target. Now, please correct me if I'm wrong. Anybody from the United States who is subscribed to my channel and who watches this, please correct me if I'm wrong. But from what I've seen of NASCAR, because I'm a big NASCAR fan and I live in Australia, my partner's a NASCAR fan as well. But beside that, that's beside the point. I've seen cars with Target on them for some time, and then they might have Best Buys the next year, and the car will be blue and yellow, and then the car having Target before it has Best Buys on it, the car has got Target on it, and it's got the big Target symbol on the bonnet, or on the, as the US calls it, hood. But over here in Australia, it's not known as a bonnet, but I'll call it the hood for the people in the US. On the hood, they've got the big Target symbol, and then they've got Target underneath that. And they do run all sorts of special advertisings once in a while. You might see Target pushed over to one side of the hood with Target underneath it with the big Target symbol in a smaller section, and it's pushed over to the side with it, and then it's got their special thing on their front of the car, what they're advertising, as well as their actual sponsor. So, and any team does that, because if they've got a certain thing that, like for example, as I said, Target. If one team was sponsored by Disney, for example, I mean, that I have not seen that happen in NASCAR yet. But let's say, for example, one team was sponsored by Disney. With Disney owning Star Wars, or owning the mob that do Star Wars, they would turn around and they could advertise a brand new thing for Star Wars. Or if they own Marvel, for example, which I think they do, they could advertise a brand spanking new thing for Spider-Man, if they did a new Spider-Man movie, or an Iron Man movie, or the Hulk movie, or whatever. Or they could advertise even a cross point where DC and Marvel meet, and that has happened. That actually has happened. Both Marvel and DC, their universes crossed at one stage. I think that's because Marvel and DC are both owned by Disney. I think. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But what my point is, is this: they do all sorts of things for advertising and the like. So what I want to see if I can get done is have Becky become a model, but before that actually happens, I want to try and get it to the point where I can actually use it. So what I'm doing is I've got a young girl who's single. She's about probably late teens, early 20s. So she's probably about, say, 18, 19, 20, somewhere around there. And so she's got the aspiration to become a model. So she's doing everything she can to become a model, and so far it's not really exactly working because I haven't got the model thing unlocked. Whereas my partner in this, she's now basically just, what the fuck? Really, Smokey? Hello. Basically, with her, I'm using her to try and get the modeling thing going. So I can actually get it working correctly, so I can use it for you can use it for Rob and Becky. Now, there is one thing I will tell you guys, and it's this, and Babe, I want you to listen very carefully because I'm going to explain this once. There is going to be a slight change in pets. Jasper will be there, yes, Babe. But I'm thinking about not having Smokey, Bandit, or even Snow, and there's a reason behind that. It's because it's going to be too bloody hard for the both of them as the animals go. Because Smokey is already an elderly, so that one's pretty close to, saying see you later, sayonara, goodbye, which means both Rob and Becky, their hearts will be crushed because they both love them. And here we go. Really? So that's basically that with that situation right there. As you can probably hear, the cats are playing or fighting with Jasper. I will have a look at that. That's not right. What the fuck? What the hell are you doing, cat? Smokey, where are you, dude? Come on. Snow, where are you? You. Oh my god. You sure? What the cat, if you're... Oh god, here we go. Okay, I'll have to... Oh my god, Rob, cheer up, will you, mate? You just got laid. Get off the game, will you? No. Oh my god. Where on earth is... There's Snow there. What the... Well, how come it's saying these outside? Now, dude, cheer up. You've got cats hanging around. Talk to one of them. Oh my god, he actually woke up that there is a cat there for him to pick up and hold and... Dude. Oh my god, he just boned his wife and he's pissed off. I think I've got something that might make him happy. It's got a beautiful girl. Wherever she is. Oh, there she is. You alright? Oh, he's slacky. I mean happy. Good. Now, what's outfits? Oh, okay. Right. Out of your cat. What do you think about baby? Look at him getting a wash. Now there is one thing I could do before I start the third season, but I'm sort of thinking not, because I don't really want to have people depressed because of what can be done. Which means, with what can be done in the way of the characters, as people. Oh my god. As people know, who either play the game or who have... What the fuck? Oh my god. I swear to god, no matter how she looks, she's hot. She looks exactly like my girl. As I was saying, there's a pack that came out not long back. It was called... I forget the name of it, but it's called... I think it's called Life and Death, I think. Oh, shit, here we go. Rob, calm down, dude. But I think it was called Life and Death, this update. Oh, what the fuck. Sorry, babe. Gotta fix this. Springer leak. Now, what's going to happen here, more than likely, that will go missing, but what I'll do is I'll get another one. Yep, what a guess. Now, the reason why I did that... babe, you going to fix that? Oh, crap. Now, what I am going to do is... Now, I donated that for a reason. So, let's get down to it. Now, if you probably noticed, I've moved the sink over a bit, so... dude? Oh, it's Jasper. I was going to say. Now, what I'm going to do is hopefully, if she does do it, when I ask her to do it, I'm going to try and have her push out a couple of books. So let's see what happens. Where are you going, babe? Oh, God. Come on, girl, get your job done. She's curvy, beautiful, big tits, and she's not doing her job. No, stomp on it. Not hello. Oh my godfather. Go away. Now, our beautiful girl is going to write a book. Oh my god. Come on, baby, write a book for me, will you? Come this way, write a book. You should have inspiration in your girl because you got boned. Oh my god! Just as she gets ready to sit down. You're happy but you're sad at the same time. That doesn't work out. I've got an idea that I'll get her. No, not Mistletoe's kiss. Oh my god. I think this is pretty bizarre, to be honest. The funny part of it was, when Rob was upset, she got boned by him and cheered her right up. Here we go. Now let's see what happens. Hang on, cat. No, not Mistletoe kiss, you knob jockey. Oh my god.
Ooh, you're no. Steva Payun. Dumba. Shamagra Gathara. Abivo. From Boy. Ukinik.
Here we go.
Sweat game.
Oh, Sabini.
And they're gonna do it in this room this time. Yeah. I'll bet you I know why too. There you go, babe. Really? Oh, come on, you just got boned, babe. What the fuck? Oh, God, girl, you just got jumped by him. Now, hopefully, she can vacuum there. Okay then. It's weird, you know. She's really, 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 really confident at times, and then on the odd occasion she gets upset, and she gets boned by her other half, and it's like nothing. Okay, matey. Okay. All right. Look, I'll get. Oh shit. All right, dude. Damn. Now where's you off to? You go, girl. Are you guys seeing this with Rob? Look at him. He's picking up in it. Damn. Is that you, Smoke? Is that Smokey? Let's have a look. Bye. Oh my god. Let's take him for a walkie. What the fuck?
Oh, Lamita. Oh.
Okay, where's Jasper? There he is. Come on, buddy. You're gonna go for a walk. You alright, buddy? You're about to go for a walk. He does a twirly welly too? Okay. Now I've seen everything. I think my girl's on her lunch break. Or on her morning tea break, sorry. Where's Rob? On computer, okay. There he is. Yes, Jasper. And you're up to what? Aha. Okay.
Oh, Narga! Bro! Simba. Shopping Ravuda.
I think it's getting ready for... I think Smoke's gonna go. I think. I'm not sure. I hope not. Not yet.
Dreffin'.
Ooh, let's see. You got... Hang on a second, guys. I'm going to ask my other half. If it was something different, yes, but I don't know exactly what my other half would like. I don't know whether she'd like to get, if she had a real estate chance, or would she do this in the way of gardening or what? So I don't know, because it's a bit of I mean, yeah, it's a game, but I don't know what her level is in the way of gardening on this game. I do not know, so I'll have to decline the job. Yes, pussycat. Okay, so he's going back up to the boxing bag. Oh, okay. And what level are you? What level is he? He's gonna fall asleep. I can fucking see it. 3 days. Oh, great. That means Becky won't be too far behind. And I've got a funny feeling that Smoke is going to go fairly soon. So Jasper's going to be in the 3rd episode, or in the 3rd series, and Smoke might be, I'm not sure. But Jasper definitely will be. Dude, if I had a German Shepherd or a Husky, you'd be done for.
His Häuser anzeigen. Quexi für Zunia, dürfen wir Kimmel.
Babe, what are you doing standing around? Are you going home now, girl? I think you are. Yep. Now I want to see what happens with this, with our little Jasper. Really, Cat?
Yes. Yasin our mom. Wadisa.
Where's your dog? Where's Jasper? You're talking to nothing.
Upa. Taru.
Weird. I'd like to know where he is. Oh, here he comes.
Shishooby. Huh? Almost. Huh. Bakage of
Oh, cool.
Quunk. Fiend Napsa. Uh-huh.
He's so cool. And I think he's dying for a... Okay. Water the grass. And where's our little pussycat? Named Smokey. Oh my god. Now, let's see how many days Becky's got until she ages up. Because it's roughly 2 to 3 days before Rob goes into elderly. We've got a pussycat that's elderly. And we've got... What the hell are you doing? Off he goes. This ain't ending well. 3, okay. And it's 3 days for Rob as well. So that will mean to say at midnight it'll be 2 days. Babe, can you do a book? Please?
Karoo.
Now, what I am going to do, as soon as she hits elderly, I will be shutting things down. In other words, I'm going to probably shut down her social networking, because number one, she won't want to do anything more in the way of writing books or anything like that. Number two, she will just want to sit down and relax, be herself. Number three, she's going to want to be able to mind her own business with her pets and her husband. I'm probably going to do the same thing with Rob, I'm not sure. I might do it with Becky, I'm not too sure, because if you look at how famous she is, look at how long she's been in the business for. Not just in acting, but also in writing books. It's easily over 40 years. So that's one of the reasons why I'm saying what I'm saying. There is a chance that some models from Instagram or TikTok or whatever, or the YouTube side of things, if they've got YouTube or TikTok or Instagram or something like that, something that they can use as a platform to get themselves out there, I guarantee you this: at some stage, no word of a lie, at some stage, and I have seen it actually happen. It isn't actually known to happen. The model who, like, for example, a lot of people who follow my YouTube channel probably have never heard of the following model. Her name was Elle Macpherson. She was really, really famous. She was only 16 when she got into modeling. She was, just a general young 16, very beautiful girl, and she was. She entered when she hit 18. I mean, everyone knew about her when she was 16 because she was in the newspaper every once in a while. When she had photos taken of her, she'd be in photo shoots, like for, say, over here we have I don't know whether you guys have obviously heard of it because I've mentioned it before, the NRL, which is the National Football League over here in Australia, or National Rugby League seasons. When she was 16, she had a few photo shoots and stuff like that with that. That's how she became well known through there. But as time went on, as soon as she hit 18, she put in for a application to join a modelling agency, which she already had a modelling agency, but the modelling agency said to her that there's a chance she could become really, really well known. All she has to do is enter into a certain contest and go well in a certain contest, either get first, second, third, fourth or fifth, and she should be able to score a modelling contract. And believe it or not, with how beautiful she was, and she still is, she is beautiful still, she still is beautiful, especially for her age now. She's roughly, yes, pussycat, okay. She's roughly about 55, 56, around there, so she's not much older than me. She entered into that and won it, and then she got a contract for some big company in the way of clothing, and then she worked with that company for quite some time, and then they noticed over a 5-year period she actually got seen by other companies, and they were taking her on board. And like there was one particular clothing company that was having a bit of problems. I think from memory there was a clothing company that was having a little bit of problems trying to get some stuff done, so they asked her because she was so well known. She then had the mindset to go into the Miss Universe, and she got through Miss Australia. She got to Miss Australia, then she entered into Miss Universe. Only problem was she didn't win. But still, because she was well known, she did get a reasonably decent position in there. I think she got 10th out of 1,000 models, so out of 500 models or whatever it was. I can't really remember what it is, but still, the point is this: she is still well known. But what she's done now that she is the age she is, which I think is about 56, she's shut down some of her social network and basically called it quits. So what she now does is she still works in modelling and all that sort of stuff. She does sometimes do photos. I have seen photos of her in the past, like in the last year, 2 years, or whatever it is. But what she now does for herself now, she has her own modelling agency for young girls and guys who want to be models as well, like male models, female models, the works. And she does a really good job at it. Her sister, I think she's got a sister, her sister was basically the same thing. But Elle is really, really well known. For those people who are my age, you would know Elle Macpherson. For the people who are in their 30s, 20s, late teens, you probably wouldn't know about her. But unless you're a model yourself, because you probably would have heard about her. But what my point is this: a lot of girls these days who are doing Instagram and TikTok and the like, and in particular TikTok especially, there is another one that is known, but is basically known but unseen, if you know what I mean by that. It's OnlyFans. Now, OnlyFans is for a certain group of people. That is like, I don't want to say it because, it's blasé sort of thing, if you know what I mean. But you've got TikTok, you've got Instagram, you've got Facebook, you've got YouTube, you've got, as I said, OnlyFans, which they do use it for purposes like TikTok and Instagram, but sometimes they can go a little bit too far. And from what I've heard on YouTube, TikTok has actually saved a person, but OnlyFans has actually ruined the person's life. So that's one of the many things that I've heard. Whether or not that's true, I don't know. One of my friends actually had, and mind you, this is the person I'm talking about is a male. One of my friends had an OnlyFans account, and I don't know exactly what he did on his OnlyFans, but the biggest problem was what he did. Because of what he did, he actually had his OnlyFans shut down by OnlyFans. Now, I'm not sure what he did on OnlyFans. I don't know if it was anything illegal or anything pornographic or whatever. I'm not too sure. But he had his one shut down by OnlyFans themselves. So, AKA, with that sort of thing, be careful. But I've heard that, and I've actually seen it, that a lot of girls who have got Instagram and TikTok and Facebook, if they use them as platforms to try and become well known, especially girls who have got curves, and I mean, look, I'll put it to you this way, alright? My girl is curvy. My girl is beautiful. I swear to God, she's the love of my life. But you get girls who are curvy, and I mean, look, my girl watches my YouTubes all the time. She watches it every time I do them. And what I'm about to say, she can hear me right now, I know it for a fact. But with what I'm about to say, I know for a fact she'll take it as a compliment. The reason being is because it is a compliment, but it's not just to her. It's to all curvy girls. To me, curvy girls are sexy. And I mean that. They are beautiful. And I don't know what it is that sets them apart, and I don't know what it is that attracts me to curvy girls. I have no idea. But my girl's curves trapped me, and I never want her curves. If you, this is going to sound crazy, I don't want her curves to let me go. The reason? They trapped me, she's got me, I'm hers, that is it. So, if any of you go to YouTube and look at YouTube, you will see YouTube have got certain YouTube channels for certain reasons. All sorts of YouTube channels. One is gaming, like mine. Another one is transport, like there's a guy called Phil. Another one is just basically goofing around. So, you know, my mate that had the OnlyFans, he's got a YouTube channel, and not only has he got a YouTube channel, but he's also got a Twitch channel. So he does gaming on his Twitch, and I think he does gaming on his YouTube, I'm not sure. But beside that point, okay. Beside that point, it's actually his YouTube channel and his Twitch channel. His YouTube channel doesn't run really well, but his Twitch channel, he gets people watching his Twitch channel all the time. I'm trying to get that basically with my YouTube channel, and I'm really trying my hardest. My baby girl has actually helped me, my beautiful queen, and I'm proud of her to help me. I'm loving the fact that she helps me, because she, believe it or not, as I said to her yesterday, she is my inspiration for my videos. All of my videos that I do, she's my inspiration. That's the reason why you see this beautiful blonde girl here. This girl here, this beautiful blonde girl, is based off her. And the one that's the guy, that's based off me. So I've done what I could with him to try and make him as close as possible to me. And I've done basically the same thing with Becky. But a lot of girls who do modelling will be in modelling for, say, a year to maybe 2 years, maybe 3, right? And they get well known, really, really well known. They get contracts with certain companies. They get paid really well. The average payment that I've seen or heard of in a YouTube channel that I watch, one girl actually, I don't know how true it is, because they say, some of them actually say that a girl might be worth, say, $3 to $4, maybe even $5 million. They say that to stretch the truth a bit. For example, right, there's one girl that they show on YouTube, and she's I think she's about 28, 29, something like that. I've seen her before. She's from the Dominican Republic, and she's curvy. She's beautiful. She's got black hair. She's got long black hair down her back, and she's the type of girl that does modelling for cars, for example, and she does that sort of thing for her sister and also her brother, because her brother works for a car dealer. What car dealer, I don't know. Her sister works for a modelling agency, and she's a model now. I think she's giving it up. She's given it up now after 3 years because of what happened. She actually announced over her TikTok and also her Instagram that she was shutting down her Instagram. She was shutting down her TikTok. She was shutting down, and believe it or not, this one, I'm glad she did. She also had an OnlyFans, and she shut the OnlyFans down, and that was the first one to go. And the reason why that was the first one to go was because it was ruining her career. But when she shut that one down, her career started to pick up, and she started to get more jobs. She actually got to the point where she got pressured too much, so she shut down her Instagram, she shut down her TikTok, shut down her Facebook, and the only thing she kept was her YouTube channel. And now all she does is games. She's still well known. She's still on these YouTube channels in the way of curvy YouTube channels when they talk about them. And, that's that. And I find that with all those channels and how they push the girls, especially girls who are say 5 foot, if they're a tall girl, like say 5'9", I don't know, we'll use say a slim chick, a slim girl, reasonably slim, not anorexic slim, but slimish, just enough to be there, like if she's got the right build for a slim girl. She's not like anorexic slim, if you know what I mean by that. Or you've also got curvy girls, like I said. Now, all that sort of thing happens. Now, one of the YouTube channels that I've got, I actually have got on my phone, and I will mention it, and please check it out. They do say some good stuff. Actually, not some good stuff. They do say good stuff. They actually compliment a lot of the girls, and a lot of the girls you see in there, they play psychic tricks with you, first of all. The psychic trick they play with you is they show you a photo of a girl who's hugely overweight on some occasions, and you might think that's the girl and how she got there because she's like that. So you click on it, and then it's she's really beautiful, she's curvy, she's sweet. They're talking about what she does and what she has done and what she's looking forward to and whether she's looking for a boyfriend or whether she's got a boyfriend. Stuff like that. That's the sort of thing they mention. And that if she's curvy, it's because she's doing it because of she wants to advertise body positivity, if you catch my drift. Bingo. So one of the YouTube channels that I'm talking about is called...
Not in Grandma's house.
No, it's not called that. Where is it? Subscriptions, here we go. Oh, I have to sign in, damn it. Okay, now one of the channels that I watch is called where are you? One of the YouTube channels I watch is called, well, I don't watch that one, but that's close to the sort of one I watch. Here we go. What's this one called? This one's called Divas. Hang on. No, I won't do that one. Yes, Pussycat. Oh, seriously, I will find one for you. One I think is called Insta Models, I think. What's this one? It's called Influencer. What's this one called? Curvista is one. That's one. I will have to check that one out. I haven't got my subscription to that, but I'll have a look. There are quite a few out there that do, and most of them do a good job, I will admit. But on the odd occasion you'll get one that does sort of screw up a little bit, and sometimes they can't help it. So, like, cut them a break. I can't remember one of them. Here's one, U Vibes. Why? U Vibes. Y-O-O or Y-O-O-V-I-B-E-S. And it's all one word. So that's another one. See, but my point's this. With these YouTube channels that I'm telling you about, right, there's some good stuff in there. Trust me. They do some really brilliant stuff in the way of talking about certain models. I am looking for one particular one that I do know, which I have gotten a subscription to. Now, I don't know whether my partner will let me do it, so I'm not going to. Although I think I have done it before. No, I'm mentioning her with what she has and what she is to me. Besides that, guys, you know that she's a queen. You know that she's my queen. Here's another one, Glamour Express.
Fanaya. Meshka.
Yeah, whatever. Now, what my point is this. A lot of the models you see in here in YouTube, if they're curvy girls, in the way of models, a lot of them give it up after 2 or 3 years, sometimes 4 years if they can stretch it that far. And the reason being is because they get pushed. That's my point. But other than that, it's... Oh my God, girl, would you do yourself a favour, girl, and write yourself a book or something? So that's basically that. But as soon as she's aged up into her elderly, I'm going to just turn her around. I'm thinking of just turning around and just shutting her network down. Because, I mean, like, after that, as soon as she'll just want to retire and not do anything. She just want to sit back and relax and do absolutely nothing, if you know what I mean. So, and Rob will pretty much be the same way. So that's that situation there, and that's what I'm going to try and work on, and that's what I'll be working on over the next couple of hours, or over the next hour and a bit. There is what? Um, 2 days. So she's got to get this book done in 2 days. Right, now I will ask my girl a question. If she says yes, then I will tell you a little bit about her. The only thing I will keep to myself is her name. That is all I'm going to say. I'll just tell you a little bit about her, and that is it. If I'm allowed to, because I don't want to step on any toes and then have her basically rip me bowls off and feed them to me after she's boiled them up or fried them up and then given them to me. So that's it. Oh, okay. Okay, now she's given me the green light to talk about her. What I will tell you is this. As I said to you earlier on, this girl here, Becky, is based off her. Basically, if I could get a photo of my baby and put it in there, and you could actually transfer it across, I would. Because her build there, that girl, Becky, is her build almost. Oh, okay. And with how beautiful she is, it is unbelievable. It's like just a number one. But, you know, if you do end up finding any curvy YouTube channels, check them out, honestly. If you come across them, watch them. They will talk about all sorts of girls. And they will show you what they're like. And they'll tell you what they're like, what they've done, what they're doing, what they do for themselves, why they do what they do. But I'll tell you one thing now. My girl she's the most beautiful woman in the world to me. I absolutely adore her. Oh, there's one. Instamodels. I think, yeah, Instamodels, that's one. Check out all of them, and you'll see what I mean. What's another one? Now, just remember, if you do watch Instamodels, just be warned, like I said, you will see a photo of a girl that is not the girl they're talking about. It's a photo of a different girl, but click on it anyway, and they will show you the real girl. They will talk about her. They will tell you about her. They'll tell you what she's like, what she does, and all that. Now, I know for a fact that there are a lot of girls out there who do that sort of thing, who, as I said, who do modelling, especially girls who get frustrated with the job. So they're like, oh, what do I do? Do I stay with it or do I give it up? 9 times out of 10, if they're confident enough, they will stick with it. But sometimes, if they're confident enough and they get pushed too far, they'll just turn around and just leave it completely, and you'll never see them again. Trust me. I've seen it. Because I watched these curvy YouTube channels, and then there was one I saw not long back where the girl, I saw 2 reports on her. One was on Instamodels, I think, and another one was on Curvy Vibes. They talked about her and said to her what she was like, and then what they did was they turned around and said that she was, you know, all done, blah blah blah, you know. And then after that report was done and dusted, people were watching it. The average report on any girl in those YouTube channels, you'll get anywhere between 1,000 to 10,000 views. So, if you know what I mean.
Can add.
What do you want, you old fart? Now, she wants to go to sleep, I think, but I'll just make her sign an autograph so she actually is keeping her pace up and running.
Charm.
No.
Oh, you dumb shit. Well, then sod off then if you're going to be like that. If you don't have that kind of attitude.
Forsyth. Surethi Pardue. Skizna Githar.
No bars but pilpin.
Hey. Peru,
Oh, Madish. to breed. Growis Fredishay. Chips.
Hizoiza Gensiba? Karu. Sinishay? Hishina Slanka. Gibik Nardu. Wisib.
Genzel Delish Breshna. Quema Barumas. Cricky. Jiffa Kalu Yal Missoura.
So only one thing I say to her then, let's babe go inside your tents, go sleep.
Noosh noosh.
So yeah, just a lot of the girls who do those sorts of things don't stay there very long, even though they, you know. But getting back to this, what the girl, you've
Hey, Gagal.
Jaruk Edna.
Argonorga Flash. Azarik. This
what the fuck? Do you still mind? Oh crap. So let me get this right. Poor, let's see. Smokey gets picked on by Bandit because Smokey's the eldest. Give me one good reason why I don't beat you with a stick. I'm a cat lover, but you don't get into a fight with an older one. Dude, beat it, will you? Oh, yay, here we go. And my baby's awake. Okay. Time to cook a cake. You poor thing. Oh my god. What the fuck?
Oh, yip, Sharbakaruna. Vinva, Urabao, Gaffa.
Dude, piss off, will you? Please. Well, she's pushed out 2 books, so go to bed, girl. Come on. So you walk past one. Okay. What the I think Smokey's on his way. Smokey's on the way out.
Fruba!
I have no idea what's wrong, guy. Now, where is that thing? Where are you, Smokey? There you are. Come on, sweetheart, talk to him. Find out what's wrong.
Oh, yeah, Spar. Fibonacci.
Come on, girl, pick him up. Oh my god. Now what? Well, pick the poor thing up, for God's sake, girl. Yeah, bring him down here.
Yumbala. Robi Roshba. Yumba.
I think poor little Smoke's on his way out.
Lenard? Oh, Imbo.
Go and have something to eat then. Okay? What the fuck? Where is Smoke?
Gerba, Warble. Roimak.
I think he's on his way out. Poor thing's sick, so I don't know what's going on. I wish I knew. If you don't move, pussycat, you're going to get cut in half by the laser, trust me.
Needs iron. Neem. Zeta.
Okay, guys. I've got to try and figure out what's wrong with Smokey, but it's going to be a little bit on the hard part on camera. So what I'll do is I will call the episode here. And while I'm off camera, I'll try and work out what's wrong with him. I will keep you posted, trust me, because I'll tell you episode 2 what's going on with him. I will try and make him healthy before I do get episode 2 going. So I shall try and get him going, try and get him healthy again. I've got a thing here at the front door. Where is it? Now I don't know what it is. It's said for healthcare for animals, and I looked at it and I went, yeah, okay, fair enough. So when I got Smoke as a kitten, that's when I put that down there, and it's been there ever since. I don't know how to use it, and now that Smoke's at the age he is, I don't know what to do. Oh shit. Oh shit. I think no.
Canis Bem Boy.
What the?
Oh.
Okay, so he wants to go for a bath.
Neeb.
Yep. Oh my god. Dude, do yourself a favour. Give your dog a bath. Dude, do yourself a bloody favour. Give your dog a bath. Shit. Clean the poor guy up, you dopey bastard. Fuck. He's an idiot. Clearly, Rob is an idiot.
Tirufa!
Oh, for God's sake.
Tirufa! Imukutuja! Kinaya!
I don't know how he ended up such a knob.
Yatfina! Sengul!
Subaima! Ah! Hey, Kagao. Stephanie. Ooh, Barid.
You have another toilet, girl.
Tombra!
Kinaya!
Camus Ben
God
Boy!
almighty.
Subaima! Ah! Yafa Spar! Kanad! Oh, Yimbara! Ah! Yimbara!
Your little furry friend's getting a wash. Go to another bathroom.
Hey, fresh below. Imuye, Lanchichila. Oh, Pimip Tanoba.
Doofus, turn around and go and clean that.
Minzy, Ethiopa froze, Baroi, Swaby, Yibs, Swaby.
Alright guys, that's where I'm going to call it. As I've said in the past, it's not really fair that everybody, that people do what they do in the way of certain things, but still. Okie dokie. But anyhow, as I say, there's a toilet right behind you, dude. As I said in the past, guys, it's... How do I put it? Every time I talk about it, it gets a little bit harder and harder and harder, but I'll put it to you this way, and I'll say this much. Life is precious, so are relationships. And believe me, I know firsthand that relationships are precious, trust me. With the situations that I've been in the past, it's unbelievable, and it's actually at the point with me sometimes, I'm actually glad that I have my girl to calm me down. She actually helps me a hell of a lot. And as I've said in the past, and I told her last night, and I told a few friends of mine today when I was talking to them online, my beautiful sweetheart, the girl who I love with all my heart, believe it or not, is the inspiration for me for my games. It's plain and simple. I tell her that, but whether or not she actually believes me or not, I don't know. I'll ask her later and then I'll be able to tell you tomorrow. But it's the truth. She is the inspiration to me, or for me, for my games in the way of my videos. And it's that simple. Because I think of her, I want to do a certain game. I think of her, I want to concentrate on a certain thing. I think of her, for example, Series 1 of Sims 4. Right? I thought of her and I went like that and did that. She doesn't know that, but now she does, now that she's heard it. I want to know what she's going to say, so I'll ask her, I'll say it to her, and then I'll ask her what she says. I want to know what she says. I want to know whether she's honoured that I use her thoughts in my head as my inspiration for my games, or what. I don't know what she's going to say. Anyhow, guys, I'm going to call it. You guys have fun and do whatever it is you do, and please game fair. Don't become tryhards. It's not fair on people who know how to play the games who want to play the games fairly. For example, GTA. And don't forget, May 26th next year, GTA 6 gets dropped on everybody, so you can download it. If you have a look on your game or your console, there is a high chance, especially in games or your gaming store in the console, you will see a wish list for GTA 6 to come in. So you then click on wish list, have it go on your wish list, which means there's a high chance that they'll notify you when it gets down to the point where it will be get ready to announce that that's going to be getting released on that certain date. They will more than likely put a time on it just shortly before it's released, like say a month before it's released. They will actually put a clock on it. If you go to your gaming store on the console and you see a little clock, a little timepiece sitting there, it won't be ticking down, but it's telling you that the game is getting released in such and such a time. So just keep an eye on that sort of thing, watch it, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. Everyone, please enjoy the time in gaming and do whatever it is you do. Play fair. It's unfair it's slack to other people if you don't play fair. So it's entirely play games fairly. So, but just remember this one too. Life is short. That's the reason I keep giving you guys advice in the way of saying this to you. Please, if you're in a relationship, this is to the guys especially, if you're in a relationship, guys, and your girl is with you, please treat her like she's a queen, because that's what she deserves to be treated like. Okay? Girls do a lot for us on this planet. Most of the guys don't even see it. I've seen it. Believe me, I've seen it. And here's how I've seen it. I've got a dislocated shoulder, for example. Alright? I dislocated my shoulder at work. And when I dislocated my shoulder at work, I ended up getting rushed down to the hospital and then I swear to you, no word of a lie, they had to pop my shoulder back in. And when they popped my shoulder back in, it made a crack, like a real loud crack. And I was just like, oh shit. And I just didn't really like the feeling that had gone shooting through my arm, because it was like a real severe pain. And okay. It was a really hideous pain that went through my shoulder, and I was like that for ages. And the girl that I'm talking about is my ex-wife, and she helped me with my shoulder pain the whole time. And my girl now that I've got, she knows about my back injury. And she said to me, she always gives me inspiration to go for walks. And she always tells me, are you going to do yoga today? Are you going to go for a walk today? And if I can, I do. Most of the time lately I've been doing yoga, so that's one of the main things that's helping me with my back, and I'm glad I am doing it, and I thank her every day for that. She's the one that she didn't actually say it to me, but she told me she does yoga, and then I told her about my back injury yonks ago. She found out about it through me talking to her about it. And the thing is that, oh my God, what now? No. Thing is, yeah. The thing is that, with everything that was going on, it's like, I'm just glad I can walk. I'll put it to you that way. Alright guys, I'll catch you later. You guys have fun, do whatever it is you're going to do, and please, most important of all, play games fairly. The reason being is it's unfair to people who if you don't play fairly, because it's ruining their fun. So just Play games fairly for them. Don't pick on them. Don't become tryhards. Don't become sweaters. Just play games fairly. That's all I ask. Alrighty, guys. I shall catch you guys later. Have fun. Enjoy time on the planet while you've got it. Because don't forget, life's short. Smoke out.